What's up, everyone? I got a couple of these chucks. They're 5C, so I can use it in the collet closer. This one's a Shars. I bought it's probably been about 2 years ago, and I was gonna send it back because when I first threw it in, it was over about 10 thou runout TIR, and they claimed that their chucks were at most 3 thou. Well, I started the return on it, and then I actually never got around to sending it back. I've used it a couple of times, but the runout is pretty bad, so it's definitely, you're not going to take something out and put it back in and expect it to be concentric. So I thought what I'd do is try to get it a little closer. First show you guys how bad it is, and then I thought maybe take the back plate off, turn down the inner diameter so that I can shift the chuck around a little bit on the base plate here, the mount. Maybe even put some set screws to act as a just true, but see what I can do with it. Okay, let's throw it in there and put an indicator on it and see how bad it is. Let's use this one. It's a piece of, well, it's a, I guess that'd be a core box, but it's a solid carbide. Should be pretty darn straight. Snug it up on all three gradually. Okay, turn the lock off on this to break. I think this cheap Chinese indicator will be fine just for this. Okay, it's on 0. Let's see. I mean, I could see the runout, but it's looks like it's about 8 at that point. Let's see out here. Maybe 9 or 10 there. There's 0. Coming up on, yeah, it's 9, about 9 thou there. It's going to be a little less here. A little over 6. Yeah, 6 and 6.2 or so. Now let's see if I rechuck it, what happens. Got the brake off, so it wants to keep spinning. I'll just chuck it up on. Actually, let me loosen this up. Let me go to where Okay, here, SHAR's emblem, so I'm just going to tighten it up on that one, that pinion. And back it off, bring it to 0. Actually, try to bring the low spot to 0. And it's almost 7, looks like. There. That's the low end right there. Let's bring it out. And you can see the parallelism to the axis of the spindle is off 2 thou right there. That would be pretty difficult to try to fix that. I'd have to grind the jaws to fix that, I think. Oh yeah, we got almost 10. Yeah, out here almost 10. Yeah, this chuck is junk. It's junk. Boy, I should have sent this puppy back. Pretty close to 0. And I'm seeing 7.5. Yep, 7.5. And less than 3 inches out, I'm 3/1000ths out of centerline adjustment. So that's probably going to be quite a bit on TIR. That's 11 all day long. There's a possibility that if I turn the face, bring that back, you know, maybe there's a little bit of concentricity problem there too. I never really thought of that, but that could help. And then trim down the diameter of the boss that goes inside the chuck so that I can float that along. Put some set screws in here to use it as somewhat of an adjust true chuck, and see what happens from there. And I'll go ahead and break it down, and first I'm going to true up the face of this, probably put it back in and see what that did. I might touch, depending on how tight the fit is. If the fit's not real tight, I won't touch the diameter of the boss. If it's real tight, I'll bring it down a couple thou. But I'll bring it back when I get that far. Need some force against it. Okay. So after taking it off the 5C backplate, remove these 3 screws. You got this plate that goes in here, straddles these pinions, and I thought, you know, I'd like to get rid of that. What does that do? Well, I thought, oh, these support the pinions, but this dimension here, this width, is far greater than this pinion width down here, so really I can't see it doing much. And if I want to put some set screws in here, I need more room, I need more depth. It's got to go deeper. I could thin this down a lot and maybe get it to work, but what if I just remove this figure out how far with a depth mic I can get my back plate to go in and just about touch this. Maybe just come off at a few thou, so nothing can come through the center of the chuck and into here. But yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this part, and then I'm gonna set up my back plate so that it'll go all the way just about to touch this surface here. And also, it's 3 jaw, and I want to be able to move this on the back plate, you know, in a couple different axes, X, Y, whatever you want to call it. But if I put a hole in line with each jaw, there's no other holes that it'll interfere with. And why would you need 4? You know, you really only need 3. And I think 3 will work better. So I'm going to do that. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to have to set up the rotary table or something to clamp it to be able to index it. But then I thought, oh, what about the 5C collet chuck I got, the hex one, and it'll fit right over this without a 5C collet in there, and then open the jaws till it clamps down tight, set it in the vise how I want it, and I should be able to index it manually and drill the holes for these 1024 set screws. I do have some 1/4 28s. It all depends on how much room I have. Okay, let's see. So I think 350 would be what I'll shoot for. Leave that 6 thou clearance. Be a nice round number. A little tension on here. I want to try to get the jaw vertical. Should be able to eyeball that pretty close. I mean, use this as a indicator too. I think that looks pretty good. Oops, tighten this down more. Make sure that's seated. Feels pretty solid. I don't think that'll hurt anything because that's not the tapered side. I'll set it down on my parallel. Bring it up till it touches the jaw. Then I should be able to use this edge to indicate over. Center it here. Get my center finder. Alright, so pull this the rest of the way apart. Okay, pretty clean. Okay, 350 thou, but if you see this surface here, I'm going to go ahead and clean that up and establish a good 0 point there also. Try taking about 10. Yeah, that's hard. That's real hard. Huh. Well, let me see if I can angle this a little better. I can try another tip, another bit. That's really surprising. It's really hard. I mean, so hard that damn near got to grind it. That's impressive. Usually the carbide will still cut it, but man, this is really hard. Try it slower. Look at that. It's incredible. Now I'll see how quickly it destroys this tip. I don't seem to cut. On the outward stroke, it seems to work. Just take light passes. That's really weird. So it's all about the speed. That's nuts. Too high a speed and it was just killing the tip. Now it's cutting nice like 4140. Okay, I had to trim the screws down. They were too long after taking all that off of the back plate. It's fine. Wow, it's way out now. Let's see. It's low, 20, about 20 thou out. Okay, let's try to correct that. So I would want to move about 10. Let's tighten up this one a little bit. Let's see where we're at. So it's real low here. This side's got to go looser. And tap it a little bit. Try to get to around 10. Right there. Let's see. Now it's still 20. That's the high point. That one's loose. That one's loose. I need this one to be tight. Zero. And there's 19 or so. Zero. So he's about 9 thou away from me. There's 5. Let's reset it. Well, it's still, hell, it's worse. Go the wrong way. Okay, that one's loose. This one's loose. This one should be tighter. Allen screws are too tight. Big ones. One. Yeah, it's because it's getting in the way. The head's too big. Got the back on. The camera died. Okay, let's see. So I moved this camera over here so we can see the dial. It's at 6. Minus 1.5 to 6. Okay, so this one's high. I'll tighten this one up. It's low. Loosen. Still low. Oh, let's see, am I going the wrong way? If I push. Yeah, I am. Close. So, I'll start working these now. Let's see. Let's put it loose. Just touching. Okay, I want to bring that one higher. Moving a couple tenths left and right of 0. Let's see. That's awesome for a 3-jaw. Wonder how much it varies out here. Yeah, half to 1.5 maybe. Just a couple tenths there. Okay, I'm happy with that. If I can tighten it down and it stay, it'll be good. Yeah, it's tight. That one is real tight. Yeah, that one's real tight. Okay, them are all real tight. Let's see. Looks like less than a half, maybe a half. Yeah, I'd say maybe a half. And let's see, 0, let's run to the right. Well, that's right on 0 that way too. Oh, I hit the chuck. Darn it. Oh, 0. Take the jump out of it if I can. Oh, I did it again. Damn. Half, 1, oh. Okay, there's 0 there. There's a little, it's where the cut starts to happen, the grind. 0. And don't hit the chuck. Maybe a half thou. Maybe less when I don't think there's more than a half thou between the two areas here and here. And a half. Yeah, well, when you jiggle it like that, that's pretty good though. Got it. It was close to 10 thou out here. And now we got a thou and a half maybe. About a thou and a half. And over here, it looks like less than half a thou. Far cry better than it was. Now, just for the hell of it, change it and rechuck it. Let's see how bad it is. Well, that's good. Let's do that again. That's outstanding. Try it a little deeper, spin it 180. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. That's so much better. Took a lot of work to straighten this 3-jaw out, but I think it's paying off. It's almost repeatable. It's repeatable, and it's repeatable to 1.5 thou, or less than that, half thou. Let me try it with just tightening this one. Good 2 thou. But if I use the label one all the time, about 1 thou. If it's repeatable within 1 thou, that's pretty good for a 3-jaw. 5C 3-jaw. Okay, I think that's all. Took me a lot longer than I thought it would. In the end, I guess it's worth it.